Bosch hammer. Losing the hammer when you put the weight on it. What could be wrong? Is it an oil leak? Broke the seal, leaked all the oil out, and somebody decided instead to put black moly grease onto it. Molybdenum disulfide. No good for these, and it's a bad thing because it wears out these gears even faster. So this one's running, just not hammering, so it needs a service and it needs the correct grease. This isn't a liquid mineral oil, this is a Bosch grease. It's a light grease just ending on 015. Strap this down, clean it out, service it. Fairly dry. That's the striker. Gears aren't too badly worn. Needle bearings are alright. Brushes aren't bad. But they're in the kit anyway, so pull them out. Pull everything out. Bearings starting to go. Oil seal has held up, but we'll replace that as well. Motor's okay. The bearings just going as well. Right. Striking everything looks okay. Right, wash all this out. That's everything we need for a service. One service pack. Includes all your seals, O-rings and brushes. 2 big seals for the front of the hammer, seal for the bottom of the armature, and your bearings for the motor. I replace these. Now we're also going to replace this. That's worn out. Too much play. Plus, it's worn out there too, and the piston, the camshaft end. So replace the piston. Replace that as well. Now, in the service kit, you get your brushes. Seal for the front of the hammer. Seal for the top cover. Bump front side of tool holder. Your front cap. Your piston and striker O-ring. Have the piston one already. Seal for the striker. C-clip for the top of the tool holder. And the C-clip for holding on these pins. Plus tool retainers. Don't need them two there. So grease all these parts before changing the O-rings. Before fitting them. I like to use this heavy Bosch grease. More classed as a gear grease, but better for giving it an initial seal. And everything. That's that ready. Next one's your tool holder. Plenty of grease in this. First piece is your actual striker. Push that down. And take your new big O-ring. It's a damper. Push that on. And your metal sleeve as it holds your pin and keeps the striker in place. And you put on your plastic sleeve for holding all that together. And reinstall your pins. And your new C-clip. Good dab of grease this time. And install your hammer. O-ring to the piston side. Making a mess of my clean hammer now. More grease. I got a metal sleeve. Put that on first. And then spring on top of it. That's your next assembly done. Deep track cut into this so it slots on quite nicely. That is just to hold down your piston in position. And along with these needle bearings. And also a bit of heavy stuff on this gear, just for initial startup. Put them all in. Install your piston. There's only one direction. Small hole in the top, big hole in the bottom. So it can only go on one way. That's that, ready to go. These hammers are a lot simpler because they're just hammer only, there's no rotation. That sits there. Take your hammer pipe and install it. There's a bit of grease in there too. Plenty of grease will work its way through, but just for initial startup it's good to have everything greased. Install your hammer pipe and then locate it onto the piston. Give it a wee twist at the same time. It should slide on. Press the rest of it all the way in. And the C-clip holds everything down in place. Because this is all washed out, it takes a good 80 milliliters of Bosch grease to get this up and running again. You always want a wee bit of grease inside the tool holder. Just ring gear first. C-clip holds it down. Actually locks on against the sleeve here. I have to knock this on. That's it locked. So once in place. On your spring, indexing disc, you place your tool retainers, steel sleeve, rubber ring, steel washer, C-clip. Plastic sleeve then, and your new cap. Install the handle and the controller then. getting wiring back into place. Small blue one. That's for the small lead of your brush. Just a wee sense wire. One to the left. And one goes over to the right. And reinstall your plastic cover. One Bosch GSH 5 serviced and ready to go. New bearings, new brushes, new oils, seals, front seals, and oil seal underneath the armature as well. One Bosch hammer, fully serviced, ready to work. Now, the hammer's not too badly worn and the bearings are okay. You can get away with just putting on a service kit on its own. I just like to change the oil seals at the front and at the armature, just in case they would fail and there'll be an oil leak. You're stopping right away, I like to just change them as well. But you can get away with not doing it. So all that work, service kit, all the parts, seals, bearings, oil, grease, labour, VAT, everything all together. That entire repair cost €170. All on, compared to about 600 or 700 for a new hammer. So if you've got a Bosch hammer like that there, or any of the professional brand hammers, and the thing stops hammering, you don't have to just go out and buy a new hammer. You can just go, send it into a repair shop, get it fixed up, or try yourself. Gonna cost you under €200. Less than a third of the price of a brand new machine to get it serviced and up and running again. Well worth doing.